Former Malawi President Peter Mutharika has repeated his call for President Lazarus Chakwera to resign, saying Chakwera is failing to manage the Malawi economy. He says Malawians should not wait until 2025 to change the government. Mutharika made the remarks at St. Augustine Ground in Mangochi, where he held a Democratic Progressive Party (DPP) rally. Mutharika said that his administration left $1.1 billion in foreign reserves, but currently the country has no forex, and fertilizer and prices of goods have gone up under Chakwera. He also criticized the Chakwera administration for abandoning the DPP administration program, such as Malata and cement subsidy, construction of technical colleges, and business loans for women and youth. To discuss this, we are joined by governance expert Mavuto Bamusi. Thank you very much for joining us on the news. With reference to the call from former President Mutharika, how would you rate the Malawian economy under the leadership of the current President Chakwera?
Well, currently we can say that the Malawi economy is in the doldrums. It is an economy that is experiencing multiple crises. So, for example, there is a serious energy crisis that is affecting Malawi. We are experiencing blackouts, no electricity for many hours. Just over this past weekend, Malawians had to brace for an electricity blackout of close to 17 hours, something which rarely has never happened before. On top of that, Malawi is just emerging out of a serious fuel crisis. And when one looks at the combination of a shortage of electricity and then the fuel crisis, it's something that is so damning to the Malawi economy. And that coupled with the fact that Malawi is also experiencing an acute shortage of forex, it causes a situation where it is hard to import. It is hard to import fertilizers, and we are now in the rainy season. Farmers have to use fertilizers. At the same time, government has to import medicines and other health equipment that is to be used in the health facilities. So the long and short of it all is that it is a serious economic crisis, which is also underlined by the ballooning debt. The both domestic debt as well as external debt in Malawi is rising at very unprecedented levels, with inflation now inching towards 30%.
Yeah, so you basically concur with what the former president is saying. But if you look at global economy and even the reasons given by Mutharika for Chakwera to resign, some would say it might be unfair on the current president, bearing in mind that there is a general global economic downturn of some sort. What would you say to that?
Well, that is an excuse which the current President Chakwera is using to blame almost everything that is not working in Malawi on the challenges, on the war in Ukraine. But there must be a cut-off point. There must be a limit. There are certain challenges. Some of the crises Malawi is going through are actually man-made. They are as a result of political negligence. They are a result of lack of transformative leadership, something which President Chakwera promised on the campaign trail. They preached a lot about transformative leadership, which is not happening at the moment. And I'll give you an example of the deepening corruption which is happening in Malawi. The 4 cabinet ministers have been suspended and they have been disciplined under the Chakwera administration on allegations of serious corruption. There is a sense of state capture which is happening in Malawi, even among the presidential advisors that have surrounded President Chakwera. Quite a number of them, if I were to count, 5 or 6 of the presidential advisors at the State House under Chakwera's administration have been accused of corruption. And recently, there is a high-level corruption scandal involved, and these are allegations involving cabinet ministers, involving senior government officials, involving the chief secretary to the president, and cabinet.
Quite a gloomy picture you paint.
All these things are because of the war in Ukraine.
Quite a gloomy picture you paint, Maputo, but we might need to revisit this conversation some other time. But for now, that's all time will permit us. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.